everyone, and welcome to the Hampden Academy Sports Complex, where the Brewer Witches have come to town hoping to spoil the homecoming festivities of the Hampden Academy Broncos. Tim Kinney, alongside with Joe Corbett, I'm Adam Haney, and Tim, this is a playoff game for both teams, really. You win, you know your chances go better, but if you lose, you could be on the outside looking in.
Well, they take 8 teams, and as we very well know, Brewer came with a great victory against MDI last week in 7-6. This is a must-win situation for Hampden. You're right, if they lose tonight, they're on the outside looking in. However, if Brewer wins tonight, they're definitely going to be in the driver's seat for perhaps that 5th or 6th position in Class B.
And Tom, both teams, obviously, like we mentioned, need to win. What are going to be some of the keys to win this game?
I think Brewer has to come out ready for a fight because Hampden, it's their homecoming. They're going to come out fired up and looking for a playoff spot.
Well, you heard it here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Harry McCluskey of the Hampden Academy Broncos and Coach Don Farnham of the Brewer Witches. We're now joined by Hampden Academy Coach Harry McCluskey. And Coach, 1-3 on the year. Obviously, you're looking to do better. What's this game mean for you guys?
Well, it's a big game for both of us. Both of us need to win this game to have a shot at getting in the playoffs. And, of course, there's a big rivalry between the two schools, so it should be a tough, good, hard-fought game for both sides.
And what are we expecting to see from your Bronco offense tonight?
Well, offensively, we hope to be able to run the ball and also put it up. We hope we're balanced in about 50-50. Usually it doesn't work that way, but that's what we're shooting for.
And what are we going to expect to see from the defensive side?
Well, defensive side we hope can step up a little bit. We've had some good and bad, and hopefully we need to play one 4-quarter solid game.
All right, well, that's Hampden Academy Coach Harry McCluskey.
We're joined now by Brewer coach Don Farnham. And first of all, congratulations on the big win last week.
Thank you. The program needed a win. We had a couple weeks that things got a little out of control for our kids, and we're able to bounce back and get a W in the win column.
And of course, we know this is a huge win for Hampden as they need it to get into the playoffs. Any special preparation going in? Because you know they're going to be fired up.
It's homecoming for them, and you know, we know we're coming into a hornet's nest, and we've been preparing all week for a real tough game. And even though they haven't had a lot of W's on their schedule right now, we know that it could be. This is a very important game for both programs.
So hopefully you can play spoiler a little bit in that case and get yourselves a big win.
I don't know about spoiler, but we're looking for a win. That's all we're looking for, and we just want our players to play well and have a great game.
Thanks, Coach. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Appreciate it.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. It's the Hampden Academy Broncos and the Brewer Witches. Adam Haney alongside Tim Kinney, and the starting lineups are getting ready to go here quickly here for Brewer. It's their offensive starters that are being named here. Tight end number 49, a senior, Ryan Babin. Number 57, the right tackle, Devin Fitzpatrick. He's a senior. Number 64, the guard, Scott Helmke. And there you see Scott Helmke getting ready to run through the middle there. At center, number 77, the junior, Mike Campbell. Guard, he's a captain. Left guard, number 53, Anthony No. He's a senior. And at the left tackle, he's a junior, number 55, Ralph Kamek. At split end, it's a senior, number 27, Bob Coombs. At halfback, number 25, that's going to be Tom Jackson. At tailback, number 34, Bob Burnham. And the other halfback, number 17, Tim Bush. And the quarterback, number 2, Rick Adams. So there you see the Brewer starters on offense. And now it's going to be time for the homecoming team, the Hampden Academy Broncos. As the crowd really getting into it here for the Broncos, as looks like they're going to be introduced as a team. And they don't want any individual player introductions, and that was something the Patriots did a while ago.
Well, Probably they didn't, because it's going to take a total team effort from the Broncos tonight, in order to pull a win off. I mean, coaches talked to them before the game. They understand the significance of this game. That tonight is a win. It'll definitely put them in the playoffs. But as we said, a loss very well they could be on the outside looking in. I don't really think that's going to happen, but I think tonight's game is going to prove whoever wins this is just going to go higher in the seedings.
And as we mentioned, Hampden checking into this game at 1-3, Brewer at 2-2. So this is really a must-win game for both teams. We're going to send it back down to the field here. It's going to be the playing of our national anthem by Hampden Academy.
Hampden Academy, concert choir, treble choir, and chamber mix. The arrangement they are performing is by Maine native Norman Meter, and choirs are under the direction of Mrs. Heidi Scorlett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave? Oh, my.
The fireworks going off here at Hampden Academy as the playing of our national anthem was just get done right there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the opening coin toss in some high school football. It's the Hampden Academy Broncos and the Brewer Witches here at Hampden Academy. Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week, the Hampden Academy Broncos and the Brewer Witches. Tim Kinney alongside Adam Mahaney. And Tim, as we mentioned earlier, both teams really, this is a must-win for both teams. Hampden coming in at 1-3, Brewer coming in at 2-2. Brewer coming off a huge win last week over previously undefeated MDI. Hampden had a struggling loss last week to Winslow. Winslow's a powerhouse team, and they're going to expect it to be one of the top teams. But this is a battle here. I mean, you're looking at a team that could come in at the 3 or even the 4 or 5 seed in the playoffs.
It definitely, as we know, Crabtree points play a big factor in the positioning of this. Not so much sometimes the wins and losses. It's who you play. It's your rivalries across the other end of the state that you play against. So this is definitely a key game for this team. And you talk about we're halfway through the season at this time. Now we're going to start seeing some teams either go ahead to the pack or start falling a little bit behind. But for both of these teams, neither one can afford to fall behind. They've got to be the leader of the pack tonight. Somebody's got to come to the front tonight and establish the ground game, the passing game on both sides of the ball. Somebody's got to rise to the occasion for both this team tonight to come ahead, of course, with a victory. But more important, like we said, Crabtree plays a big part in the positioning of these teams.
I'm looking at the standings right now in the divisions here for Class B. Gardner, the number 1 team overall, 4-0 on the season. Actually, excuse me, they're now 5-0. They came off a huge win against Winslow. That's a big win for them. Gardner, one of those teams that have been kind of surprising this year. Not a lot of people thought they would have such a great team, and here they are, 5-0 at the top of Class B.
And one of the reasons that they're 5-0 is last night they were going to attempt to punt the ball three times on 4th down, but they successfully ran a fake punt 3 times, and most of their scoring plays were on very long scoring plays against Winslow, which was very surprising in last night's game between them.
And also Winslow coming in as the number 2 team. Winslow is going to be one of those teams, that you're going to expect to be good every year. MDI checking in at number 3, Waterville number 4, Belfast 5. Brewer, this is the team here, number 6, and then Hampden Academy, obviously the other team here, number 9. So this is a must-win game for Hampden, 1-3. You need to win this game. Brewer, just as much you want to win this game as well. The teams are coming out on the field. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have high school football. Brewer will be kicking off to Hampden. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.